What's up? Damn it. Dad got four of you already. Well, how come the comments ain't coming through? There, they all jumped up at one time. Big Mike, what's up? Stone, worthless. You ever get rolling? Stone's in a bit of predicament. He's having to deal with dumbass situation. As he is learning in his young career, truck drivers will let you down. Josh, what's up? Jim Dunn, Bobby. PC Racer, ain't seen you in forever. How you doing, brother? I think I'm on your channel, right? We met in the truck stop. Y'all bought the truck stop? Daniel, what's up? Actually, I'm in Little Rock. Paul, what's going on? Mark's in Spokane. Waiting for your dispatcher. They coming to meet you? Uh-huh. Not stuck in the mud, that's a good deal. Now I'll watch it later. I had to deliver the place that Big Mike just delivered to Monday, I think. Kale sitting in a snowstorm. What's up, Kale? JJ? But yeah, he was telling me about this place, and it struck a memory, and yeah, I'd been here before. One of them pain in the ass places. It threw him for a loop. I don't do ice well. More of them straight trucks are showing up, Mike. Well, no, he's going to tell us how good he's done. Brian B., what's going on with you? If y'all didn't notice, Big Mike don't like Trump. But everybody can't like him. Why the hell would anybody get out and play in the snow at our ages? Hush your... Oh, well, that's right. Stone's still a kid. Uh-oh, Jim. What was your idea? Paul got his shirt today. He went nuts over his shirt. He couldn't believe how good a quality of material they are. He thought there's going to be some cheap, thin nonsense. Evidently, Jim Dunn forgot the idea quicker than he thought of it. I know, that's scary, ain't it, Stone? Anything involved with Jim Dunn is scary, much less him thinking. Facts be known, we're going to find out that Stormy had the idea and was telling him about it, and he's stealing her idea. See Hill, what's up? Competing with 10 watching, competing with... Ah. All right. I don't know. It can be scary, Jim. Does it involve me spending money? Grandma won't like it. Stone, where we at on uploaded videos? You was trying to upload some. Did you ever get back to that? You had bad service a couple of weeks ago. Sitting out here listening to the tree frogs. I'm almost 2 blocks off Interstate 30, so I can hear them, which that'll quieten down here in a little bit. Yeah, but was that on his channel or on my channel? Well, that's a good deal, Daniel. So you're listening to a bunch of my videos, are you? I had a young man get hold of me today. And he's not a subscriber, but he goes through and does a YouTube search for Papa Joe. And he listens to a lot of my videos while he's driving. He got creative and figured out how to get a message to me. He don't do internet. So, your rant and rave, did you have a rant and rave? I thought that was my job. Well, I'm glad I could help, Daniel. But he was a really good guy. Stone called while I was talking to him. I went ahead and put us, the 3 conference called us. Decent sounding young man. When he gets home, he's going to have his wife help him subscribe and all that, so that he can get heads up on my videos. Ah, I hear you, Hell. You slacked on the rant and rave? I didn't rant and rave today. Well, that's not true, JJ. I know a lot of people that don't do the internet, and they're not in a world of hurt. They don't want all the drama and the nonsense that comes along with it. There is still a world outside of internet. Ah, okay. I didn't do a whole hell of a lot of internet until Little Joe got me started on this. And some days we both regret it. But it's his fault. He got it started. Well, that might be true, JJ, but this ain't that day. Like 15 years ago, my brother tried to get me in compliance with ELDs. Oh, they're coming, they're coming. Yeah, when they're coming, when they're mandatory, I'll deal with them. Till then, I'll keep my paper logs, thank you. I can tell you now, it's not a very good drive to Hawaii. That one, oh, it ain't good. And how come you've been all around Louisiana but not in it? Hell, if I get that close, I'll dip down in it and get me some gumbo. Uh-huh, do we know him, Stone? That guy you're using for a mattress? It ain't Jim Dunn, is it? All right, Kel, take it easy. You gotta learn to get better hours than that 4 o'clock and 4:30 stuff. I don't do them early hours no more. Do y'all even call and talk anymore there, Stone, you and Cal? I know you did a little bit. Yeah, but that early to rise means that you're right out there on that slick shit. Wrong time of year for where he's at to be getting up early. Mine ain't showing no likes. I don't know why mine quit showing likes. Yep, it'll be fun getting out of here in the morning, Mike. And you did too, Mike. Well, cool. Thank you, PC. Got a feeling in the morning that bush has numbered hours, not days, hours. I got a feeling that bush is going to go underneath my tandems. Just saying. No, our yard ain't in Little Rock. I told you I was in Little Rock. Zach, what's up? Did you take off to school yet? My power inverter went out, so I don't have a microwave. That sucks. Still got my AC and heater back there. Trump to meet with Kim Jong in Vietnam. this month. Starting on Monday. Where you gotta go to school at? Or where you going to go to school? See now, Stone, if Zach could get on where you're at, he'd make you a damn good partner. Did you try with CRST, Zach? Stones need a partner. Okay. That's all right. I got bologna. I had bologna sandwiches. Thank you very much. Well, bummer. Well, tell her come on and come on over during the live stream. She can join me on the live stream and I'd sign her shirt for her. Well, that's where he's going to school at, Stone. Well, you wouldn't be teaching him very much, would you, Jim? Well, exactly, Hill. That's why these young ones on here, young in the industry, that are willing to learn, I give them a little bit extra. Big Mike. Now, he's older than me in years, but a hell of a lot younger in experience. He's got 4 years out here, and I've been working with him a couple years. And he normally listens. He's getting to be one of them 3-year wonders. But he normally listens, and he would learn. Just like Stone, he normally would listen, but they get at a point, all of them get at a point where they think they've got it figured out, and then they get something that bites them in the ass, and they say, oh shit. That's where Stone's at, is that he's having to go back and rewatch some videos that when he watched them the first time, he wasn't grasping what I was saying, and some of them he wasn't believing or not understanding, and now he's going back rewatching them and they're making sense to him. And that's what a lot of these other new drivers like Zach and them that are just getting into school, that's what they need to do. You have to understand a lot of them trucking videos, they apply to you, but they don't because you're not there yet. You do need to watch them so it's floating around in the back of your head like Stone did. And then when it starts coming into your life, oh shit. I remember Papa Joe talked about that. Let me go back and see what that old part said. Now Michael, he just picks up the phone and calls half the time. But there's still some stuff that he's working on. He just told me tonight, if you don't learn every day, then something's wrong. Now this place I'm at, he had issues getting in here the other day. Now mind you, he came in at 8 o'clock in the morning. World of difference between him coming in at 8 in the morning and me coming in at 8 at night. However, the turns ain't changed that much. So while I'm doing it, we're talking, and he just did it the other day, so it's fresh in his mind. And he's like, all right, I didn't do this, and I need to do this. Now there was some other obstacles that was in his way that weren't in mine. So, it ain't fair to say that I did it and he couldn't. We had two different setups. However, that being said, he's still learning. With 4 years under his belt now, he's doing damn good. And like he said himself, it's been a while since he had a parking spot that he couldn't get into. Now, one of his biggest problems that he had on this place was he didn't get out and go knock on the door and say, hey, who the hell owns these two trucks? They need to move them. Because only the way he came in was the only way you could come in. But with trucks in his way, he couldn't make the cut. And he's looking down in here to where I'm at now, and there's other stuff. Folks, if there's dock doors here and there's vehicles in the way, don't be bashful. Go knock on the damn door and say, hey, who owns that vehicle? I need it moved. I got to get in this dock over here. You know? It's really that simple. And some people have a way. What up, Cliff? A slowpoke law? Well, you must not have been doing the minimum. And yeah, I got a ticket for impeding traffic on the Oklahoma Turnpike a few years back when I was hot-shotting and my pickup started overheating on me. And I eased over onto the shoulder and it cooled down. I go to take off again and I'm real slow and there goes the bubblegum lights. DOT me right on the side of the road, and all he wrote me up for was impeding the traffic. I hear you, Jim. Remember the self-proclaimed part. Well, Cliff, 3,000 your first week. Wait until you've done it a while. They're not going to get you a constant 3,000 a week. If there's other drivers saying they got 1,500, you need to be paying attention. That being said, a lot of them at PAM are so green and they don't listen. You have to learn how to work their system. And that's the whole secret. That's why Stone's been doing good over there at CRST. There's a lot of crybaby stories about it. But he learned to work their system. You don't try to get the industry to conform around you. You got to conform around it. What's my favorite saying, Stone? And I'll give him a minute to type it in. Well, that's a good deal. You're trucking. Thank you, Emperor. Well, no, that ain't it, Stone. Learn the rules we're playing the game by and learn how to use them against them. That's how you succeed in trucking. You got to learn their rules. You got to adapt to their rules, and then you start making them rules work for you. Learn their system. But yeah, welcome to Trucking's another good one. Grandma raised an eyebrow by you saying you could teach her to weld. She said, what's he going to do, drive down here? I said, well, he might for a weekend. That ain't my favorite saying. That's just a fact, Jim. I am the chick magnet. I don't know about all that, Daniel, about the master. All right, Mike. Night, you grumpy old fart. He just came on to see if I was going to badmouth him about his parking. I know what he's going to do. See, and that's another lesson, is that they thought he would be at the yard in the morning with all the nonsense he had to do today, dealing with Houston traffic all day long and sitting 4 hours in the dock, playing with brokers and nonsense. He ain't gonna make the yard in the morning. He done got tired enough. He said to hell with it, and he stopped a long ways away. And we was talking on the phone, and I'm like, dude, if you're tired, you're tired. You know, don't second guess what you've done or nothing else. You did your job today, right? Oh yeah, well, they need to get used to trucking. Welcome to trucking there, Mr. Dispatcher. This ain't a computer world out here. This is the real deal. So the moral of that story is, if you're tired, you're tired. Stop. Well, and that 55 is split, you know, but trucking the rough life, Stone, you're already seeing that. And a lot of people come out here with false impressions, and it ain't nothing like they thought. So many of them think that it's so easy to just sit behind this wheel and drive down the road and see all the sights and stop at all the tourist joints, and then they get out here and find out that ain't so. They find out they got to go trucking, and they got to go 2, 3, 4 days without a shower. They find out they ain't got time to sit down and have a real meal. They find out they ain't got time to stop every hour to go pee. It ain't what they've been told that it was. Well, and you're lucky if you get in the truck stops. You got people like Cal starting at 4:30 in the morning so that they can be parked up by 5 or 6. And it ain't nothing against them, it's just a fact. You need to get you a pretty little girl as a co-driver, and that way you can ruin your life. Nobody wants you out here having fun and enjoying it. Well, exactly, Cliff. Now me, I'm at a point in my life where I'm just now getting where I can sleep 6 or 7 hours, 8 hours every blue moon, and I don't want to interrupt my sleep schedule. I'm usually awake by 7 o'clock every morning. See, shame you and Cliff didn't hang up, hook up. Y'all could have run team. Oh, I'll tell Paul about that truck too, Stone. Yeah, I've heard of Black Horse. No, I won't, Bobby. Don't be loaning out my girlfriends. Well, my nose give me fits tonight. All right, Daniel. Love you, brother. Good night. Thanks for visiting. About an odd looking street light over there. And that one, I got to worry about being in my eyes tonight. Uh-huh. I understand that. And I pull them when I have to. I like to wake up and be able to look outside and see what's going on around me overnight. I'm one of them that pays attention to his surroundings. I hear you, James. What's up? He's on that old man nonsense. See, Hill saying, Papa Joe, please keep telling the truth to our younger trucking family. It ain't no gravy train. They're going to have dirty undies and stuff they left totally behind. Uh-oh, dirty drawers everywhere. Oh, yeah, I got all kinds of curtains. Scott S., he's on that old man nonsense. I like me some White Castles. Belly bombers, that's what we always called them. Lucas, what's up? Well, if you're with a wife and kids, why are you on here with me? Love you too, brother. Get over here and pay attention to the woman and the babies. How's my tracking doing? My tracking doing fine, Lucas. Scott, don't start badmouthing White Castles. Those were always a treat when I was growing up. And still like get one once in a while. Ah, she watching videos. I hear you, Stone. Good night. I'm down here in Little Rock. Have you tried any of the recipes, Lucas? I made a video this weekend. Napoleon, what's up? But I made it on that new tablet, and it shut down on me. It's being a pain. I'm going to take it back, get something else. Oh yeah, I've had it back since last week or something, I guess. Give you the recipes. They're on the videos, man. That's about the only recipe I got. An iPad, ain't that an Apple? I don't do Apple. I just left the yard today. I was up there today. Had them trying to figure out what's wrong with my inverter, and they figured out it just wore out. Well, it's only one dog anymore. The old man, he passed away a few months ago. So his son is the only one she's got left. They're both ornery as hell and spoiled. He had a Napoleon, I pulled dry box. No, I'm still in my truck. It had wiring harness issues. They finally got them fixed. Oh yeah, she's spoiled. About as spoiled as any old woman can get. She's in denial too. Had a deal come across my feed the other day that specialized Valentine's cards, so I sent her a couple of those. She'll be getting them in the mail. Thought it'd be nice if she got something in the mail besides bills. What do you think? If it ain't bills, it's sell bills. That's what she tells me, just well loved. Oh, for the loss, I appreciate it. Uh-huh. You think so, huh? Oh. Grandma did nuts about me. No, I'm sure you are. Well, thank you, Lucas. But my dad passed about 4 years ago. My son passed 5 years ago. My best friend passed about 3.5 years ago. And I had a rough couple of years. That's what got YouTube started. I had all them losses, and I started a downward spiral. People tried everything, and Little Joe got me started on this. And y'all ain't noticed that I kind of like it, right? But it does have its ups and downs. I enjoy helping new drivers learn and whatnot. Uh-huh. Well, I do. She's kept in a life of luxury, and that's Diet Mountain Dew. All right, who's there, Lucas? I'll bite. I thought you already started there, Lucas. I said, who's there? Keep it clean. Oh, I don't know, James. Well, Paul's only doing what I've instructed him to do. If you can't afford the shirts, that's fine. But YouTubers are trying to peddle their wares, as you say, because this is only free for you guys. It costs YouTubers some money to do this stuff. And like I've said many a time, I'd be happy just to break even. So, you know, if you can't afford it, that's fine. But I want him to put it up so that those that do like it and do want to support the channel, they have a way of doing it. They can either go to Patreon and do a monthly contribution, or they can buy a t-shirt that is a damn good t-shirt that Little Joe put a lot of time in to get them going. So, now I've done had one told me, all you YouTubers just want to get rich. No, I just want to break even where it don't cost me. I could be like Red Velvet and be charging people for the information that I put out for free. So, go easy there with that one. And go easy on my wrenches too, even if you are a wrench. No, I haven't, James. Banana who, Lucas? Exactly, Bob. Or Bobby. I've been to Calgary. Oh. Well, sure they want to give money too. See, hell, you know ain't nothing free in life. You know? We all try to at least break even. You're like people bitching about these truck companies. Well, truck companies want to make money. Everybody wants to make money. When you was working, you wanted to make money. You know? Thank you, Jim Dunn. Did you ever get your shirt issue straightened out? Or did you just blow it off? Carlos went through all of it to find out what to do, and it didn't seem that hard, dude. If you go into, well, it's getting so late on yours now, I don't know if you can or not. Oh, it'll be a while before I can retire. Well, you did good, Paul. Now, James, you're talking like you know me outside the truck. No, I ain't 62, dude. If I was, I'd be considering early retirement. Well, I hear you, Jim. Sorry you didn't get it taken care of. If you'd calmed down and read their return policy, it wasn't that bad. They want you to take a picture. They want you to send it in to them, the picture, and then they send you everything to return the shirt to them, and then they send you the corrected shirt. It wasn't hard at all. Nothing out of your pocket. Couple emails and pictures is all. Yeah, I used to be like that years ago. I don't do that no more. You call Stormy and tell her I was over here? You're scared, ain't you? You know she's got the hots for me. I understand. Oh, I do it every Sunday morning, 9 o'clock. Snail Hardler, what's up? And I've been known to get going on some of these live streams under the right circumstances. Kent, what's going on? All right, James. Appreciate you coming in. Love you, bro. Oh, my wrists are killing me tonight. Oh, me, oh, my. Here in a little bit, I'll get off and see what President Trump had to say. See if I can find it anyway. Well, it went down one tonight then. I must have made somebody mad at me. Big Kev, are you up to any good? Why do I tell the truth? Because that's the only way it should be. No sugar added. There's plenty of people out there would tell you stuff that ain't the truth. But can't help it. Good book says the truth will set you free. Yeah, I've had those too, them final drops. What'd they do? Take 3 or 4 hours to do it and get 2 pallets off? Speaking of which, I want to see how far it is 206 miles. Okay, now I know. Yeah, actually I did right when I started this up. But thanks for reminding me, Bobby. I ate my dinner and started this and took them before I thought anybody had popped in. I looked up and people was popping in. What up, blah, blah, blah? Yeah, you did. Welcome to the live stream. Now, is that out of your pocket or the broker's pocket, the company's pocket? If it's out of your pocket, keep it for a write-off. Yeah, I hate it when they do that. Oh, that sucks, mine. Yeah, that's why I don't listen to that CB anymore. I don't hang out in the truck stops anymore, even if there was someone to hang out. Came across one the other day. It was a TA somewhere. They actually had a TV room with people in it. Well, anymore, most of the lumper services are legit. It ain't like you can just take them in. We used to pick them up outside the gate and take them in with us. And companies and government got tired of them not getting their cut. Oh, and I hated a watermelon load. Take a watermelon load to a farm market, you talk about getting ripped off. Wow, for 6 pallets. They had to fingerprint 2,000 boxes on them pallets. I took in a load of makeup once, which was a bunch of little bitty boxes. Took it to Walmart. That got pricey. Yeah, but they was watching, what was it? It was a good movie. Full Metal Jacket. And every one of them in there happened to be some kind of Marine. So they said. I didn't hang around and listen to them, so I didn't get mad and tell them they was stupid. Well, sometimes he is. Jim Dunn's a trip. You have to get to know him. Big Mike, that was on here earlier. I just put his name up as something else, Grumpy Old Man. I'm talking to him, and his brother called. His brother been trucking about as long as I have. And they charged him like $1,200. I was like, are you kidding me? Now the broker paid it without even a question. Warwick, what's up, brother? Well, Ken, to be quite honest with you, because the Lord came into my life. Before he came into my life, I was always stressed out and mad. Oh, I was mad at the world. Good Lord came in. He took away all my foul language for the most part. He took away my temper for the most part. And then after I lost my son, my dad, my best friend, my favorite uncle, all within 3 years there, I figured out that all this stuff out here in the world, in trucking, it's all minor stuff, man. In the big picture, none of this really means squat, you know? So, very rarely does any of this stuff get me worked up and excited anymore. For two reasons. One, I've been doing it so damn long. And the other, it's all minor stuff. I was having to talk Mike down earlier. He was getting all worked up. Like, dude, just stop. You did your job today, right? Yeah. Did you slack off? No. Did you do all you could do? Yeah. Can you look the man in the eye and shake his hand when you take your paycheck and know that you earned your money? Yeah. Then stop it. If you're tired, stop and go sleep. Don't worry about what they think. What are they going to do? They're going to fire him at the most. And they ain't going to do that. You know, it ain't like they can shoot you or whip you anymore. He now has 4 years driving experience with a clean record. Yeah, exactly, Kev. I know. That's why I don't like cold storage anymore. I don't like grocery warehouses anymore. Walmart. Oh, give me a Walmart load and I'll be mad before I ever get there. You say I'm always relaxed? Let me get a Walmart load. I hate Walmart so bad I don't even like going in their stores. Grandma makes me go with her, but I hate it and she knows it. And she knows once I start going off in there, Katie, bar the door. I detest that nonsense. Which is part of the reasons why I can put up with a little bit of stuff with this company. This is one of the better companies I've ever drove for. Simply because they give you your load and they let you do your job. You don't have to do check-in calls and all that. Well, when you first hire on, they do to make sure that you're on top of your game. Well, once you prove that you can do your job without a babysitter, they just let you do your job without a babysitter. If you need a babysitter, they're going to let you go do your job for another company that wants to babysit. You know, when we get these broker loads for our backhauls, and they're a pain in the butt, our company don't get all worked up. You know, they just tell you, man, do the best you can, we'll deal with it. You know? I can't work for them big mega companies that, no. Well, there ain't no need letting it get to you, JJ. Guess what? I have put a lot of miles on this truck. Over 2 years I've put on this truck without any breakdowns. And trucking is nothing but a number game. The more miles you get, the more likely it is that you're going to have some kind of truck trouble. You're going to get some kind of ticket. Some kind of load's going to go bad on you. That's just how it goes. It ain't no different than working in a factory. If you're working in a factory and you're doing your production line, sooner or later something's going to happen. That's just life. Well, there's no need in me getting myself all fired up, get my blood pressure up, get my stress level up. That's all bad for my health. I ain't going to be that. I don't let it get to me like that. I had trouble with that one there, Big Kev. Well, thank you, Steph. Welcome to the live stream. Don't recollect seeing you in here before. Joshua, what's up? I don't want to take a breath and chill. Thank you, Bobby. It's gotten where I just don't keep asking about hitting the likes or asking for support of the channel. Well, I wasn't out of a paycheck. I got paid for my downtime. And if you're a good worker, most companies, especially in these small companies like this one, they want to take care of their workers. They knew very well, without me having to say anything, that if I had that time off without some income, that would have hurt me, and I would have been upset and would have been looking. So, well, they took care of me. Yeah, Warwick, actually they would. I would need to get some information from you. But yeah, we have a rider policy that would allow you to ride with me. The only problem is I have a single bunk. So I ain't sleeping with you, buddy. You're going to have to sleep in the jump seat. And I need my rest. But that would be awesome. And actually, we could go old school and have a board to go across here, and you could have a bunk right up here across the seats. That'd be awesome if you came over, brother. I hear you. You go getting too serious about it, let me know, and well, yeah, it'd be tough on the back, but hell, Warwick's an old hand. I guarantee you, he's from Australia. I bet you he has slept in a worse place than on a piece of plywood with styrofoam on it. What did I miss that Steph said? All I seen was their comment when they came in. May God bless all the truckers out there. You are appreciated. That's the only one I've seen from them. James, what's up? Hey, now, Warwick, you get me worked up thinking you might come over here. Hell, I'll even take a little bit of time off while you're here. If you want to go for a little trip, we'll take a little trip. Then I'll take a few days off. Kick back down in southeast Texas. What do you think? Take a trip down to my brother-in-law down on the island. I ain't quite figured that one or have said it quite like that, C-Hill. And the truth sometimes hard on the digestive, but you got a good point. I've lost a few people over that. No, 34-hour reset is just that, at 34 hours. You park your truck for 34 hours. Oh, Searcy, Arkansas. You going to Walmart? I used to go to Searcy, Arkansas back when they first opened that DC up. Oh, they was a pain. I'd haul rice in there most of the time. Rice or beans out of southeast Missouri there. It damn near took as long to get unloaded as it took to drive there. Oh, that was my first starting to do Walmarts, and I hated it. And never did learn to like it. I understand, Warwick. If you go to come over, you let me know. Houston, Texas is the closest international airport. We got a couple big airports there. I'll tell Grandma to clean up the guest bedroom. While you're out here on the truck, if we take a little ride in the truck, it might be a little uncomfortable on the sleeping, but we'll get through it. Then we'll kick back around the house and go play. Yes, recaps is the right word. That just means that you run continuously off the previous 8 days. You're allowed to do 70 hours in 8 days. And if you don't do that 34-hour reset that someone would just mention, then what you drive on the 9th day is what you drove back here, or you still cannot exceed 70 hours. So you're just stepping it forward. Recap means you're reclaiming these hours back here. Back in the day, we used to run off of them all the time. That was a common practice. It also was a very big ticket for the DOT because a lot of drivers had trouble with their math. And the DOT would work their recap over and find where they made a mistake, and boom. And that's one of the few places that me and my dad disagreed on trucking. He would not do a 15-minute anything. He did everything in half-hour and 1-hour increments, which really blew me away because he was all but a math genius. But his theory is that 15 minutes at quarter hour would mess you up and make a mistake. I'd do 15 minutes in a heartbeat. Oh, all dropping hook. Oh, they got a Sam's and Cersei now? I didn't realize that. Oh, really? Well, when I first started trucking, within my first couple of years, I went to an outlaw outfit out of southeast Missouri, a real chicken outfit, because we hauled chicken and we hauled it fast. And they hauled chicken, and we also did beans and rice out of the mill. So, oh, it's the same place? Well, I thought I'd seen a new one across the road from the old one across the interstate. Or else maybe that one just grew a lot. But yeah, I drove down through there. I hadn't even been on that road in, I don't know. Me and Grandma, when we went back for my mom's funeral, we came down that way. Well, we went up and came down that way. Of course, we're sitting in a little car, not in a big truck. And I was trying to eyeball it and remember where it was and all that. Luckily, my memory had forgot most of it until I got close to it. Then all the nightmares started. Oh man, do I remember this place. And that's also running out of Cersei down there. And back then, your lumper fees were a lot more than today. I think nowadays Walmart only charges like 50 bucks. And back in the day, there was some pretty ridiculous prices at Walmart. And they're wanting to pay to break these pallets down, and I'd got asking them, why don't you just order them stacked the way you want? Oh, well, that's how the shipper does it. We ain't got nothing to do with that. So when I got back to that rice mill, I got asking that old boy, I said, why don't you ship this stuff in, what was it, 710 or whatever it was, I forget. And he said, that ain't how they want it. I said, well, they told me that they had nothing to do with how you palletized it. That this is just how you did it. He said, come with me. I went in his office and he showed me Walmart's order form. And they tell you exactly how many pallets, how many to do this. I mean, everything just spelled out. Gotcha. So, which I should have known. I'd had dealings with Walmart when I had my shop. An inventor had brought me a ladder support, and I was going to manufacture it, and Walmart was very interested in it. I did, all kinds of paperwork and analyzing, and they wanted, how many holes will a drill bit drill? How many times can you sharpen it? All kinds of stuff, and I did all this stuff for them. Well, then they said they really wanted it. But then they sent me the contract. And I'm reading the contract. And they're trying to force me anything that I could buy from one of their suppliers. They wanted me to buy from them, not from my own sources, from their sources. And they was going to dictate to me how much I could sell it to them for. And they was going to tell me how many they wanted. And, it just total control. And I said, oh, hell no, this ain't going to work. But you can make a lot of money with us. Yeah, if you allow it, and I sign this contract, and you ain't going to allow it. You're going to make all the money, not me, no. So it didn't surprise me when that old boy showed me that order form. See, y'all didn't know I was a business owner, did you? I've actually owned 3 businesses. Well, they're 2 different stories, JJ. Sam's Club, you buy a whole lot. Walmart, you buy a little bit. But they're both overpriced. When Sam's Club first came out down in Corpus Christi, I lived on the island. And I proved to a couple people that even though you're buying it by a larger amount in here, it's still more expensive than buying it over there at Mom and Pop's. Oh. All right, Hill, enjoy your evening. God bless. No, I don't use a dash cam. Little Joe got me one, but Little Fart ain't never sent it to me. One day I might. Yep, good old Walmart. Walmart's been one of the biggest factors in losing the small town America there is. Yep, they are owned by the same company. They own a lot more than just those 2. People just don't realize it. I'm parked by a taxi company over there. Well, we got 18 people. I don't know who all's on here, but howdy all y'all. Semper Fi, yo. Gary, howdy. You're probably right, Paul. It is not what he wanted. Yeah, they do, Kent. Well, just the way Walmart treats their employees. That's why during the Obama deal, when he was trying to start Obamacare, and Walmart got on that bandwagon, and Obama and the government was trying to hold Walmart up as a great example of an employer. Walmart's one of the sorriest excuses for an employer there is. They don't give their people enough hours. They cut them off just short of being able to get any kind of benefits and stuff. Oh, it's ridiculous. And the only reason Walmart supported Obamacare was they knew that with the way it was going to be, it would put out even more of their competition. You know, Walmart ain't the American store that it first started to be. And it all started downhill. There's a lot of you too young to remember it. You remember when Walmart got busted for having their clothes and stuff made in China and Taiwan, child labor and all that stuff, and then they have it shipped here, and they started taking the tags out and put it made in America, and they got busted for that stuff? How many of y'all remember that nonsense? That was the start of the decline. What up, Johnny? Well, appreciate you being in here. Keep your eyes on the road. $11 for 34 pallets. You had them suckers staged and was bucking. I can already see that truck doing this as you ran in and out of it. Yeah, I believe it, JJ. Yeah, it was a big deal. I mean, that's back when the media actually reported news. And that was a big deal. That started showing the true face of Walmart. I bet not, Warwick. He's a madman. Stay out of his way. Yeah, Target's going under too. Ain't Target the one that said men could use the women's bathroom? That was their downfall right there. They should have stayed out of politics. I'm going to have to go watch the president's address tonight. Just because I want to hear him for myself. I don't trust the media. So anybody got a link to where I can watch his speech, send it to me, please. I make good money every day. They got a couple big ones down in Georgia too. I know people there with that've been hauling for them. Uh-huh. Y'all have them chip pilots over there too, do you? I didn't realize that. Are yours blue and made out of the cheapest lumber they can get? Well, a buddy of mine was running a bunch of stuff when they was opening up. But, of course, some of the mega companies came in there cutting throat. Nettie, what's up? All right, ours are blue too, Warwick. Actually, JJ, no, I have not. I am licensed for it. But no, I have not hauled doubles. We call them wiggle wagons. And now if you've seen them and say they look scary, now you know why we call them wiggle wagons. And the first rule to hauling wiggle wagons is don't look in your mirrors. Keep going straight. Actually, last weekend or the weekend before, Carlos hauled some. It had been a while since he had hauled any. That just didn't feel right. And I've got several people that used to haul them and have hauled them here of recent. And they're like, oh man. Got one buddy that he was hauling double 53s. That's these full-size trailers that you see the majority of. He hauled 2 of them at a time in Florida. Well, the owner-operators might make 6 figures. The company drivers ain't. Okay. Well, that's what I was telling you, James. My buddy used to do that down in Florida. They're only allowed on the turnpike down there. So he'd go get one, take it over to the staging lot, go back and get the other one, dolly them together, and run up and down the turnpike in a JB Hunt truck. I had fun teasing him over that one. Yeah, another buddy of mine, I just talked to him today. He did, we hauled boats together and we did the rock and roll circuit together. He's back to hauling boats. But another guy that we had known hauling boats, he got over there with a FedEx company, a company that's leased on with them. And he kept giving David all these numbers, and David's calling and telling me the numbers, and they're 6-figure numbers. And I'm doing the math, and I'm like, David, them numbers ain't right. He wouldn't listen to me. I wouldn't go with him. They wanted teams, and he wanted me to go team with him. And I wouldn't go. So he found someone else to team with. And about 6 months later, he's telling me, man, the numbers weren't right. They lied. Really? I'll be damned, David. I wouldn't have thunked it. So he went back calling boats. I'd like to try it, Warwick. Well, it depends upon what part of JB Hunt you get in with. And JB Hunt ain't no different than anybody else. You can't go in there and expect to start at the top. That's the problem with a lot of drivers today, especially the new drivers. They don't expect to have to climb that ladder. They think they go in there and wave their CDL. Look at this. I got one of these. I should go to the top. It don't work that way. You got to go in there and prove yourself that you can do your job and work your way up the ladder. And as different positions come available, you move yourself up the ladder. So yeah, I'm sure when you first go in there, it's going to suck a little bit. But if you get your longevity going, stick out the rough times, and start climbing that ladder, yeah, they've got some pretty sweet deals. So, and they damn sure got some good benefits. I drove for JB. That's who I started trucking with JB. But I was a hothead back then. Well, good. See, how you doing? No, imagine she didn't. Yep, there you go, James. But see, you're on the no sugar added channel, so it sounds good here to tell the truth. You go to the other channels and they're going to sugarcoat it and make it sound too good to be true, but oh, it must be true because that's what I want to do. And then they get out here in it and it's like, wow, this ain't what they told me. You go over there to Australia and go trucking. Better yet, just go to Europe. Have any of y'all watched any of them videos from Europe? Okay, they ain't got the big trucks that we got, but some of the stuff that they're required to do as drivers, if some of our rookies went over there trying to do that, they'd just have a damn crime party. They'd just melt right there. You want me to do what? Millionaire in trucking. One of the channels say that? Uh-huh. Well, good. How did you do on your straight back and your parallel? Or on your 45 offset you're calling? It's really 45. How are you doing with it? Are you getting it down decent? Better yet, are you having a little panic attacks? Are you taking control of yourself? And I ain't being mean, I'm just asking. Blue, what's up? I hear you, James. Well, there is a old saying about how to be a millionaire in trucking. Start with 2 million and quit when you get to 1. I didn't know I gave a speech, but okay. You know me, Blue. I get on these little short rants. It's a beautiful night here in Arkansas. Got that window halfway down, this one down, didn't even turn on the heater. The heater probably won't even come on tonight. You'd be alright, see, if you drove before. No, I didn't remember. If you've done it before, man, you understand it's just knowing your equipment. And if you understand the concepts of backing, there ain't nothing you can't do if you don't stop and think about it a second. And you already know, it's all in your setup. So when you go doing your alley dot, it's all in the setup. Okay, that's the one you're talking about. I want to go watch it. All right, Warwick. Take care, brother. Let me know how that works on coming over. That'd be cool. '64 in Connecticut? Boy, that gotta be some kind of record. Grandma said it got up to like 75 or 77 down there at the house. Her puppy dog loved it. Ah. See, if I does hair follicle, I didn't realize that. I'd have to shave my head. Yeah, it probably will be in a little bit. Or else on his Facebook page or something. Now, I'm not good at hunting that kind of stuff up, but I'll try. Oh, goodness. 10:07. Won't be long, I'll be calling it a night. Oh, I'll see what I can find tonight on it. All right, folks, I'm about ready to call it enough. All right, brother, appreciate you being in. 10-speed manual, huh? Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, y'all. Y'all remember, God loves you. So do I. I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. God bless.